Hey guys, and welcome back to Exchange Sidings, the Pass the Map series of Transport Fever 2, featuring several creators from the Fail Brigade Discord server. We start where Senos left off, and we are currently looking at Matlock. Yeah, I am actually going to rename the station to the town to Matlock. The station itself can stay Matlock. I have plans. I am also going to go to the effort of making sure that the carriage stock here is replaced as well, the carriage sidings. Because... Oh, yeah, it just... What? Right, so yeah, I'm going to take it as far back as there, because that's how far I'm going to need to take it back. Right, now. Do I change the platforms? I'm thinking of changing the platforms. Because I'm trying to replicate what Senyos did. This road I'm going to rebuild. Get the wires up. There we go. Now, going back to here. I think it was this. Yeah, Strasbourg 1850. The only issue is now is that it's not going to cover that one. Now it will. I'm going to have some of the station exposed. But, yeah, now... Why am I electrifying this station? Well, you see, the reason behind it is because 1910 has arrived. 1910 has come and gone. This now means I have electric traction to my I have electric traction to at my disposal. This means, thank you autosave, didn't even notice you were there. This now means that with electric traction, I could do something that I was planning to do since the very beginning once I saw a route available on a route line up on this map. Now, this route has already been partially constructed. However, this route has been partially constructed. However, there is a gap. And the gap is between Matlock and Newcastle. Between Matlock and Newcastle, there's currently no line. So Newcastle was built as a through. This was intentional. And right now, I am just building it so it can be built out. In fact, you... No, it's Federal. 140. I do want to be able to potentially increase line speed here. Too much slope. So is this where we deviate? Looks like it is. And then that runs straight in to there. Again, staying on the wires. Why are you colliding? Yeah, I'm gonna have to manually rebuild that station. That's gonna need resignaling. Can you give me some fucking masts to end the wires with. There we are. I mean, that'll do. So, as heading up there now, we've got all of that electrified. This now means that we need an electrified depot. Luckily, some of that's already been at least thought of. Oh, thank you, autosave. Never noticed you were there. Like, ever. Because I can have these two depots electrified. Yeah, so that's now got an electric feed to here. Now need a market station. Ah, we meet again. Need a flipping market. Yeah, that works. Now, do you intersect the wire? Technically, yes. Do I care right now? Technically, no. Haverhill is over there. Lugshaw is over there. Middle Main Line Intercity, unaffected. Semi-fast, unaffected. Medium local, terminate. Newcastle Intercity, unaffected. Newcastle Shuttle is affected. You need to be replatformed. You do 4. Ivanhoe. Needham. Oh, that's not platform 6. Need platform 4 with your duplicate being 6. Union Bridge. Needham 4. No, you're going into Needham 6. So that's now reevaluated all of them. So that should mean that they should start working. Having... Yeah, I know all of that's broken. Newcastle needs to be rebuilt. And that needs to have 120 overhead. I do need to delete these bridges. No, it needs to be 140 electrified. So arguably, I think I can remove that. Oh, that's ugly. That's less ugly. The reason why I'm removing that is because the shuttle line here no longer goes directly to Newcastle and back. It comes down to Matlock Bath. This is to act as a capacity increase. I know you're going to be broken. And then manage vehicles. You are going to be replaced with the first electric multiple units on the state. Electric. These electric multiple units are based on the body shell of the 1895 coach. So I'm going to have to use these. Okay, if I could actually get it right, that would help. That's an empowered EMU trailer. I want electric. EMU front, passenger, 95 coach, give me a first class. No, I said give me a first class, give me 2 second classes, and then electric, give me a trailer, give me a trailer motor third. Do I want that? Yes, I do. That's going to be 50. That's existingly 40. That's going to have a capacity increase. It's not happy because there is no electric path. That's because there is no path. Also may not be a fully electrified zone. Like that. So those junctions coming along there should be wired. But yeah, you're coming in, you've got a bit of goods yard here. But there is something I'm missing. And that is what I'm missing here is actually somewhat relatively important. Firstly, that needs to be electrified. Actually, you can come out to there before going up to 50 there. Yep. Actually, no. You guys go to 50. Yeah. So that and that small tiny section in the middle of that. Theoretically, everything should be connected. Why is nothing working here? Terminals. Everything's trying to get into one. The Newcastle shuttle goes into one. That works. Matlock Shipston goes into 3. That starts working. The Derwent Valley goes into 5. That should start working. Leaving the Hailsham Regional going into... Actually, I'm going to put that on 2. Should start working on there. And it does immediately. That's fantastic. Leaving you... The only one that's not working. Oh, because you go over there. Okay, that makes sense. Now, that actually now answers the question on paths. It also means that I now need to know that I need to get that across to here. Now, I could do that with that. Do it there. Let me get a fit. Oh, yeah. It doesn't need to be particularly fast. It just needs to have some turnouts. So then, where's the big reveal? Why am I doing all of that? So, I am making a secondary, fully functioning mainline that is interconnected with everyone else. That's probably got or buggered some stuff. Who's still buggered? You are now buggered because that's now back to left-hand running. You're buggered because you cannot access Matlock Bath online. Why can't you access Matlock Bath now? That's an interesting query. Glad you asked. The answer is you get to the station. Yes, I know, shut up. You get to the station. This is all built as electrified. So there has to be a gap. You are buggered. But that is somewhat intentional at the moment. I'm yet to fix you. Why are you buggered? Ah, that's because you've yet to convert this. So, you also need to, we're doing this, you also need to completely re-engineer Stanford. Oh, great heavens. Oh, great heavens. Not just one mainline station, but you've got to rebuild two. Oh, hell. So, we'll start with Britain. Yeah, we'll need wood. I need wood at 60. Platform width will go 10 meters. Platform length 240. Radius because this platform is initially going to turn away. But I want it to turn away noticeably. Platform height. Raise it up to British standards. Platform is height era B1. Now, do I want it as an island? No. No, I don't want it as an island. I know, go back to the old-fashioned thing of 240, do 2 platforms to start with. I want a large building on this. On this side, I don't want a catenary. So catenary, none. In fact, no, I want a medium building. This is a regional station, not an this is a regional stop. Now, this is exclusively for configure. I want a I want a 60 to be here, here, and here. Means platform. No, it's a King's Cross platform. That and that get extended to accommodate. Because they just go straight off. That needs to be no. And then for here, Ivanhoe goes into Stamford, the little platform over there. I'm not even close to done yet. Because, like I said, I'm doing a major inter-regional thing here. And I'm also connecting, hopefully, if I can get this done, I can connect into a regional line with Floody, my brother. Me and him were discussing this for a little while about having another interregional connection. This is to hopefully improve his passenger flows on sort of his network. So then this. There we are. Autosave. Thank you for nothing. So yeah, now I am getting close. Now the original track can go sod it from here, but I'll leave it in. I'll leave it in as far as here, as essentially acting as a case of how bad this line actually. When this line actually makes 300 grand, it's 300 grand up, but how I don't know. I don't understand how this line actually is in the black when it acts like an American railroader half the time. I don't get it. And we are back. Yes, I had to go and fix a few problems on this, and yeah, now it's more or less done. I just now need to actually get on with and doing the things that I intended to do at the start of this episode in the first place. Did I electrify this? Yes, I did. So you can now be modified. Electric. Have just one of those on the tail end. Yeah. Just one of the standard. Yeah, just a standard 5-coach unit. Running up there. I'm going to rename this. So that's the new Buxton branch. But now it's time to start implementing stuff that I want to do since the start of this episode. This little thing is adorable. I like that. But yeah. Right then. Come down to Needham, off Needham 4. Going to be at dark red. No, actually, it's going to be a slightly lighter red. It's going to be the regional red. And this is MCR. MCR Buxton Regional. It runs as a local. You guys can't get over there, can you? Not really. Oh, you can. It's just the minute you can't get back. There we are. Newcastle into City. And get replaced. And doubled up. The reason is because it no longer terminates at Newcastle. It goes to it goes to Matlock. 5 and 6. Then goes to Stanford, platform 6. It passes through Bured. It goes to Shipton 6. It goes to Lower Tinmouth 3. And terminates at platform 1 in Scarborough before returning via Tinmouth Shipston platform. Then go to Shipston Bar. And then we go back via Matlock. Before going through Newcastle and then back onto. So then this is actually going to be renamed. To Peak Rail. Because it now actually runs in and out of the peaks. Connecting up to Scarborough. Right, and heading up here. The one thing I know we're missing here is a bunch of signals. Right, finishing off with doing signals. Right, so that's all of that done. So that's coming into there. At the same time, you guys are getting replaced. No new passenger loco, really. Apart from maybe the 46. Apart from maybe the 26. So. We are going to get 19 to 10 coaches. $19.10 coaches, and there's a 120-meter limitation. So with the withdrawal of locos on the Newcastle line, this has resulted in a cascade effect on the MCR. Now the Ivanhoe is going to get new rolling stock. as well as new coaches. So yeah, that is one of the 2 trains done. Right then, I am possibly looking at this, going to leave this here. Because there's not really much else I can do at the moment, so... yeah. What's broken? Where's the fire? Oh, it's you. I'll just replace you outright like that. Right. I'm just going to go around just replacing all of these trains. Because... well, they need replacing. It will burn through some money. Right. I'm going to start retiring 4... have I got 4-wheel coaching on this? No, it's an entirely 6-wheel coach train. But I am going to start retiring. Yeah, so... actually, no, this is going to use through coaches. Or corridor coaches. There'll be a short set, because I've got to fit it within a 120-meter platform. And even then, I managed to actually not only get it shorter, but it's also got more passengers. Bloody hell. Just... most of the coaching stock, most of the stock I just want to have is just straight drop-in replacements, so they're just getting straight cut and paste. It means you have to come out of a depot, but it's a straight cut and paste. It also means that we'll be burning through the 2 billion that we've got in the bank at the minute, as this, you know, beds back in. Doopy 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 doo. Basically, come down here. Anything that is mucky get cloned and replaced. Right, so that's that, that's that, that's that, that's that. You can get deleted to clean that up. But yeah. Where can we go to watch something? Because everything on the MCR at the moment is practically dead. We could go up to Matlock, because that's where we've been. Yeah, and it's got some action. So, yeah. Thank you all for... I mean, now I'm just waiting on the autosave at the moment, so yeah, please do hold. So, in your own time, autosave, take your time. Come on, in your own time. There we go. So, thank you all for joining me. You know, likes, comments, shares, all of that good stuff. We got surprisingly a hell of a lot done. I've also fixed a hell of a lot. There is still a lot more to do, and there's a lot more decoration to do. But the core premise that what can be done on camera has been done. So with that, I'm going to leave this video here. In that case, thank you all for watching. If you did stay to the end, thank you. It was appreciated. Yeah, likes, comments, subscriptions, donations on Twitch, subscriptions on Twitch, because yes, both YouTube and Twitch I'm active on semi-regularly. I haven't been around much for the last couple of weeks because I've been busy with real life stuff and also working up at a new job, potentially, which is awesome. So with all of that, thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, whatever that will be. Thank you all, and see you in the next one. Bye!